The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin. It's so dope when it kick in that you can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin. Hey yo, I rise like the sun in the east, running the streets. Same people that was coming in peace, summon the beast on the microphone. It's never a long and hard task. For God, I'm gonna smash they blog and podcast. Introduction to journalism 101 with Pharaoh PoPolitickin about where I'm from and what I do. What's up? It gotta be good. Interviewing everybody, you know they probably could. Take all the blood, sweat, and tears, working all them years. Putting in 10,000 hours, it empowers careers. From the baby and Megan Thee Stallion to Yo Gotti. High as a kite, jet life currency in the party. With MC Light, J Prince said I rap a lot. Super Saiyan Black Kakarot with a Macintosh laptop in my Apple Watch. Smoking Fraggle Rocks, 4 eyes, got more lines and hooks than a tackle box. What? The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin. It's so dope when it kick in that you can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, but check me out on Spotify. 1212 place to be with SectionToo. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. So is it SectionToo or SectionToo? How I supposed to say it? They got you old, so I don't know.
Nah, just SectionToo is fine.
And what's the meaning behind your name?
So, good question. So when I first started writing songs, I didn't have a name because I was a producer first and was kind of just making beats, and I was going by my actual name, Sean, which was terrible. But I started getting into songwriting a little bit, and I started coming up with some songs, and I was like, all right, I kind of need a name. And the first thing that popped in my head was SectionToo. And I thought it was interesting. I hadn't really heard those two words put together before, but it had no significance when I put them together. But I put my first project out, and as I've kind of delved deeper into my songwriting and just gotten better at what I've done, I've kind of come to just realize that like SectionToo to me, it kind of just means like inclusivity and oneness between myself and whoever's kind of like listening to my music. There's always a range of emotions that I'm expressing with my music, whether we're laughing, we're crying and we're emotional, or we're having fun, or we're doing whatever. Like I kind of just want like whoever's listening to my music just to know that there's a space for them to feel whatever they want to feel whenever they're listening to SectionToo, hence the TOO in two. So.
Yeah, because I didn't know what it meant at first. I thought you was gonna say it meant like you was born somewhere, like you know how like that was where I was born in SectionToo and stuff like that. That's why I thought it was.
Yeah, nah. And honestly, I didn't know what it meant at first either. Like it kind of just grew to become that.
All right. I mean, where you from?
I am from New York City, Queens, specifically, Jamaica, more specifically.
All right. I was out there for a split second.
Yeah, it's I live in the Bronx now, but yeah, Jamaica's always home for sure.
Yeah, one of my best friend, I got a podcast when we call Two Black Brothers. He actually from you say you from Brooklyn, right?
No. Queens. Well, no,
what you say right now?
Yeah, I live in the Bronx now.
Yeah. I think he's in Brooklyn right now. Though. He's in Brooklyn, so he's close to you. Mm-hmm. But so you like been in New York most of your whole life?
Yeah, born and raised here. Spent a little bit of time in Connecticut for college, but other than that, pretty much only lived here.
So how did you like it, man? Because like I said, I was out there for just a little bit, but I don't know, I'm from the South. So, you know, you're from the South, you know how the South is. And I've been in the West Coast when I left the South. So, man, I just got anxiety. It was like too many people for me. It was like the building's too high, all that shit. I was ready to leave. Like, I can't do that. So, how you like it?
I mean, honestly, I think it's just because I don't know anything else that like I'm kind of just so used to it. Like you said, it's a lot of people. It's extremely fast paced. But I've grown to love it and just accept it for what it is. I love New York.
All right. Then let us know your background, how you got involved with music.
So yeah, in terms of getting involved with music, both of my parents have music in their lineage, I would say. My dad was a DJ growing up in the 70s and 80s. My mom sang in church, played the flute and all that kind of stuff. And around the time that I was born, there was always music playing. I remember very vividly kind of just being intrigued by whatever was playing on the radio, but specifically production. I was always intrigued by like beats and sounds and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I started singing in church. I want to say I was like 7 or 8. But singing wasn't really something that I don't know. At least at that time, it wasn't something that I thought I was going to pursue. Started playing saxophone around that same time. Again, I knew I loved music, but I didn't think this was anything that I was going to pursue. Around high school, I started getting interested in production, got a laptop, started making beats here and there. And again, I feel like all this time I'm kind of like just nurturing my my gift, if you will. But again, not really putting too much time or like I'm not like obsessed with music at this point. But then my freshman year of college, I spent that year in Connecticut, and I was studying music and sound recording. And I was living with a bunch of other musicians. People played a bunch of different instruments, living with DJs, and just I was so exposed to like all different types of music, and just like living with all these kids who were like super talented and like just head over heels about music. It really inspired me to just like take what I did a little more seriously and just really dive headfirst into music. So I didn't end up staying in Connecticut. I ended up coming back to New York. And when I came back, I was just like fully immersed myself into music. But again, this is only production. I wasn't songwriting at this time. And around this time, I had linked back up with a friend of mine from high school, Identity Crisis, who's like my main producer. We linked back up here and we started going to the same school, City College. And yeah, we kind of just started working on a lot of music together and kind of building a musical relationship outside. We were already really good friends, but kind of just like furthering our musical relationship. And one day I sent him a demo of me singing, and he was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, we need to turn this into something. And from there, that's kind of how the whole SectionToo thing started. We finished that song. That was the song Girls Like Anita, which is the first song off of my first project, Portrait. And yeah, from there, we finished that project, and that kind of snowballs into where we're at right now. Like, just me constantly trying to, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm like reinventing the wheel or like doing anything that hasn't been done before, but like I'm just trying to push myself to, I don't know, just make great music and not do the same thing over and over again.
And you was talking about I actually listened to that Girls Like Anita song because I was thinking like, were you talking about Anita Baker or who was Anita?
Yeah,
you talking about Anita Baker, so I was like, I'm gonna listen to that one because I just like Anita Baker. So.
Oh yeah, and my mom played a lot of Anita Baker growing up, but no, that was based on a girl I had a Spanish class with in college. She was just like really mysterious and like like never came to class. When she did come to class, like she would sleep in class. But she was just this like really gorgeous girl that like I never really got a chance to talk to, but I was just like so enamored with, and I kind of just like let my mind run and kind of create a story like based on her her image, if you will.
Was you a woman of the night? That's what it sounds like. She's sleeping
Well,
in class all the time and ain't there. What's she doing?
Hey, I didn't ask. I no idea what she was really into, but she was cute though. So.
I would say, so where did I was just as far as the singing, man, where did that voice come from? Like I said, I'm really sound good. I'm really picky with singers, man. So I hear a good singer, I get excited. So I was telling my wife, I gotta listen to some more of your music after this interview, man. It was sounding good. So
Thank
where did
you,
the
man.
voice come from?
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like I have a lot of singers in my family. It's probably something that's passed down for sure. But yeah, I think like my early time just like singing in church, that definitely had a lot to do with shaping my voice for sure. Because like I've never really had like formal training, if you will, like in high school. Like my last year of high school, I was in senior chorus, so like I picked up some stuff there. But like for the most part, a lot of it was me just like singing other people's songs and like trying to take what I not like I don't want to say I was like taking people's styles, if you will, because like I wasn't really writing my own music, so there was nothing to take from people at that time. But like just kind of like learning my own voice and like learning what I liked and what I thought sounded good just by singing other people's songs.
So who's some of your favorites right now?
Right now, really big fan of The Weeknd. In terms of other vocalists, it's interesting. I feel like there aren't a lot of like vocalists now. Like there's a lot of guys that like they can hold a note or like they just sound good on a beat. I'm trying to think. I really like Lucky Day. Lucky Day has a great voice.
Yes, I like Bruno Mars.
Yeah, yes.
Like that album he came out with Anderson .Paak. That shit was cool.
Anderson .Paak is great. Bruno Mars is great. Yeah, but I mean, like I'm not picky. Like but like when I listen to music, I'm not always looking for like, oh my god, like if I'm listening to R&B, like this guy has to have like he has to be like the singer of all singers. Like I just love music. But in terms of vocalists, I think like those are some of my some people I really like right now. But in terms of all time, like I look at like Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway as like those two are like the pinnacle of male vocalists for me.
Now I heard you rapping in a couple of songs too. So are you like, was you rapping first or singing first? Which one you started doing first?
Yeah, that's so the first time I ever recorded a song was I was in like 7th grade, and I had a friend named Alan who had just gotten Fruity Loops at the time, and he was like, "Yo, why don't you come by the crib? We can like try to make something." And I ended up writing a rap to Lil Wayne's Fabulous and Lil Wayne's Salute instrumental. It's somewhere on YouTube, but if you if you dig hard enough. But yeah, I mean, like after that, I never really rapped again. But like, technically, the first thing I ever recorded was a rap. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm at a place now where like the singing and rapping, like I want them to be somewhat interchangeable. Like yeah, like I'll have songs where like I'm strictly singing, and yeah, there may be some songs where I'm strictly rapping, but like I prefer for it to just be like, hey, like this is a SectionToo song, and he's giving us what it's this is a SectionToo song, and he's just doing what SectionToo does. It's not rap, it's not R&B. It's just, hey, this is SectionToo.
And then who is I saw one video on your page. It said Solar. So who is Solar?
Oh no, so Solar is the name of one of my songs. That's actually the
thing you were singing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if that was the group. I was like, is that a group he doing? Oh, so that was the name of the song. So can you tell us? It was like a Tiny Decimation or something. That was tight though. That song. I really like that song.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, that song is out on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, because I was like, so because you was recording that live, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, because you just like singing it normal, but that voice is like, you got a powerful voice, but you ain't strained or nothing. You just like calm and just singing. It's like you got that voice. So I'm like, damn, how you like? I don't even know how you push it out like that. You know, you from church, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no,
yeah. You like all calm and all, but the voice like, I'm like, yeah, how you singing like that? Just normal.
No, I gotta be honest. That specifically took some time for sure. Because when I first started recording music, there was definitely a time where like I wasn't singing properly, like from my diaphragm, and I was like straining a lot in my neck, and like I wasn't like I knew how to sing, but like my technique wasn't great. So I ended up taking some singing lessons after my first project came out, and I was kind of able to I don't just further develop my technique, and that helped my voice tremendously. Just like my range expanded a little bit. Like I could sing a little bit higher now, and yeah, it's did wonders for me, honestly.
Yeah, that's good for you, man. Because a lot of people, you like I haven't heard too many people even say they took classes or anything after they came out of the project. Because you know, most people they think like where they're at is where they're at, and they don't take classes or stuff like that to kind of get better. So that's cool.
Nah, to me that is so reductive. Like if you're not willing to learn, like at any time, like I could be the biggest artist in the world. Like there's always room to learn. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's super important to me for sure.
So what are your current projects right now?
So currently, I put a song out in October called Walk Right. I've kind of just been working that. But then in like early January, I had a snippet of an unreleased song kind of pick up some traction on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. So at the moment, we're kind of just getting stuff ready for that to come out, hopefully in the near future, and then from there, I have an album that's following that. So
someone asks you, they say, who is SectionToo? What are you gonna say?
Who is SectionToo? That's a good question. I'm just an artist who loves what he does, really. Just like, I'm pretty malleable. I like to stretch and try to, I don't know. I try to do as much as I can within a 2.5, 3 minute span of a song. Like I just love writing songs, love making beats, just love making music in general. And I hope that like my passion is I hope it comes off well in everything I do. Whether that's this interview, whether that's a song, whatever. So the long story short, SectionToo is a passionate artist. That's
So you just brought to my attention. I know you said you're from New York, but ain't that a Laker jersey you got on right now?
Yes, it is.
Is that Kobe?
Yes, it is. It is. It is a Kobe jersey, actually. But no, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, sadly. But yeah, sorry, what was that?
I said just not today.
Yeah, no, I mean every day, but like I just felt like wearing this Kobe jersey.
You don't rap Kobe though. I get you as a Kobe the man. I actually like the Knicks too. I'm waiting on D Rose to come back. I like the Knicks. I like D Rose, so I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, man. This season has been a nightmare to say the least. But hey, I'm all for a lottery pick. I'm not complaining.
So, what are some of your other interests outside of music?
Yeah, outside of music, definitely basketball. Try and play as often as possible. Um, I play video games from time to time, but I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking like, damn, like I don't really have like any other outside interests like aside from like basketball and like the occasional video game. Like it's mostly just music. Like that's like my main thing.
So, how would you describe what's the average day for you right now?
My average day right now, like I have a day job. I'm off today, but like I have a day job. Like rest of the week, I go to work, come home. I'll try and write something or make a beat, and just try and create something, whether big or small. And then usually after that, I'm working on some kind of content creation thing because all musicians have to be content creators today. But
I know it's sad. I don't like that part of the game. I'm like, man, I miss the part where you can just come out with an album, disappear for a few months or a few years, then pop back up. Now it's like, man, you got to be on TikTok. You got to be making movies, little 1 minute movies on TikTok and shit. Like, god damn.
yeah,
I'm 40, so I was like, I'm glad I ain't 20 doing this shit now. This shit crazy. It's like I can't do that, man. It's like too much. I can't do all that.
yeah. Oh man, it's
They
like
make the music. It's like it's too much for me. It's too much for me to do podcasts and do that shit. Like I can't podcast and be making little Instagram clips and shit and all that shit and posting every day and shit, showing you everything I'm doing in my life every day.
Yeah, it's definitely time consuming and a tad bit taxing on the brain just to have to be so immersed in social media all the time. But yeah, it's I've kind of just come to grips with it that it's like it just is what it is, I guess.
I guess you said your mic kind of sounded a little funny.
Oh,
It's
really?
probably when you move or something. It's probably just when you moving or something. But yeah, we've been talking now, so but yeah, man. Shit. Though I said it's kind of funny now that you gotta do that. It's sad, but I guess that's the time of day now. And then it's like and even nowadays I look at it like the social media stuff is kind of overshining the music because like nowadays it's not even who's the best musician, it's who can make their social media pop the most, and that's the person they think is the best musician, but they don't necessarily mean they're the best musician because they got the best social media, you know.
Yeah, but I will say this though, and this is something that I've come to learn over the past couple months, just like spending more time in the social media space, like doing anything on social media like consistently and doing it well is a skill. Like
Yeah.
all praise to like these kids that have amassed like 20, 30, 40 million followers doing whatever they do on their social media, and like to like someone who's not really in it, they'll look at it and just say, oh, like they're just acting an ass or just like being stupid on the internet. But like they're like some of it may be that, but like there's also another angle to it where like all the time spent, all the editing, and just there's definitely a level of skill to all of that. And then when you pair that with all right, someone who has 30, 40, 50 million followers on X social media site, and then they're able to turn that into a music career or an acting career or what have you, like there's a skill there too. It's like last year I was completely in the dark to all of that, but just spending more time in it and just yeah, it's crazy. Like it's a lot of work for sure.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because like even like the Paul brothers, they was like just YouTubers. Now they didn't make themselves like
Yeah.
real boxers. Like they didn't actually make themselves real boxers. This dude's fight Mayweather. and the other brother fighting whoever and getting bags every time he boxed. So I was like, they made like an alternative reality or something. You know what I'm saying? From being on social media, like yeah,
it is
like, something's real with it. You know,
the fact that a YouTuber was able to get Floyd Mayweather taken seriously enough to box him on pay-per-view was like kind of insane. But yeah, it's all a testament to the power of social media, honestly.
yeah, we got Fly Like Dove over here. She left a comment. She said, "So excited for this upcoming album." So when the album dropping?
That is a great question. Definitely this year. I'm hoping for summertime.
So would you I would say you already thinking about a single or not, you don't got a single in mind yet?
Oh no, the song that kind of picked up some traction on TikTok and all that stuff, that's definitely a single for sure.
All right. And then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
To my fans and supporters, I just want to say thank you for taking this ride with me, and anyone who's been here from portrait days and maybe like a little bit before that, to all the people who have just recently discovered me because of the See Me Tonight snippet, and they've gone back and they've listened to some of my older work and they've become fans because of that. I'm so appreciative, super thankful and grateful. Come See Me Tonight is coming soon. I feel like every day I'm getting more DMs and more comments asking where the song is, but it is coming. We are working diligently to get that to you guys. But yeah, other than that, I just want to say thank you. I'm just super grateful for anyone who's like taken the time to lend an ear to anything I have to say. So,
man, I forgot to mention this guy, but we was talking about the vocalist earlier. I like Frank Ocean. So
oh my God. All right. Yeah. How could I not mention Frank Ocean? Frank Ocean to me is like, he is one of the best songwriters of my like generation, like the 2010s and beyond. His voice is incredible, songwriting incredible. He just everything is incredible. He's just great.
And you just be listening to Frank Ocean and you be like, damn, why I got a tear running down my face for it? He just make you start crying for no reason. Be like, yeah, I'm crying and shit. But Frank,
he has a way with words that he's able to put so much emotion into phrasing and words that like to off first listen it might sound like he's just saying random things, but like the more you tie it together and the more you delve into it, it's like this beautiful story. It's insane. He's incredible.
Huh. Then I want you to give us a life hack, man. Give us something that you use. Give us a life hack. It can be about anything, just anything you got.
A life hack.
Yeah.
I'd say a life hack that I use like just like in everyday life is just like being open-minded. Like, and it may sound like kind of simple, but like you'd be surprised how much people miss out on things. Just like how opportunities slip away from just from like a lack of being open-minded. Just like I every day I try as hard as possible to just keep myself open to any opportunity or any thought process that I may not agree with, or just I don't know, just like hearing people out, and like I said earlier, just being malleable and just being open.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I really appreciate it. I don't get interviewed often, so this is always good.
Nah, man, we gonna stay in touch, man. Cause like I said, I really like your music, so I see you I see you becoming a big star, man. So I'm gonna stay in touch. I want to hear during the journey, after the journey, all that stuff. So I'm gonna stay in touch with you.
Most definitely, man. Thank you again.
All right, you got you want to hit him with your social media and everything?
Yeah. So my Instagram is at SectionToo_. My Twitter is just at SectionToo, and for everywhere that's Section SectionToo. Oh, and also huge shout out to the Viper Records family for sure. That's the but yeah, that's Viper is my record label. But yeah, huge shout out to them. But yeah, in terms of that's my social media. Yeah, just at SectionToo.
Then is Viper Records in New York?
Yes, Viper Records is in New York.
All right, y'all. So we out until the next time. I'm out. Make sure you follow me at PoPolitickin@gmail.com. I might name my damn PoPolitickin is my social media. I'm tripping. I gave my email. But yeah, we out.
Peace.
All right, man. Yeah.